Hello friends, a very good afternoon to all of you. I'm Gourav Gupta and I welcome all of you to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Now if I'm audible and visible to all of you, please quickly confirm by writing yes in the chat box. Mawsam, good afternoon. Come on, other students, if I am audible and visible to all of you, kindly confirm by writing yes in the chat box so that we can begin with this session. Okay, great. So I have just got a confirmation. All right, fine. So, Purvanshu and Mosam, thank you for confirming. Now, friends, welcome back once again to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep in the series of sessions that we are conducting for you. And the series name is Last Lap to IPMAT 2022. Now, we have less than a month left for this examination. And in this series, in this particular session, we are going to look at logical reasoning score maximizer. And this will be the part 2 of this session. In the previous session, we have taken some of the topics of logical reasoning, and we will continue in this session from where we have left in the previous session. So Harsh, Rishabh, Mosam and Purvanshu, all four of you, welcome to this session. I hope all of you have seen the first part of this session, and today we'll be beginning with the next part, in which we'll be discussing some other topics that we have not taken in the previous session of Last Lap to IPMAT Logical Reasoning Score Maximizer Part 2. So friends, let's begin with this session. So the first question straight away in front of you will be there in a few moments. So all of you be ready with your rough sheets and a pen. Now you will have to do some rough work. In this session, I have included some of the questions which are based on input-output sequences as well. Now, majority of the questions that we are going to take in this session will be on the easier side, but one set that I have kept for input-output sequences will be a wonderful set to solve with. Okay, so let's begin with this. Sneha, good afternoon, good evening, Sneha. Harsh, you have an IPU exam on 23rd of June. Okay, so Harsh, no worries. Whatever we are going to do in these sessions, they will help you in IPU examination, IPU CET as well. Okay, because logical reasoning is a part of every examination that we are going to take in this season, almost every examination. Okay, now let's begin with this session. The first question on your screen now. So all of you, all the best and try to solve all these questions and post your answer in the chat. Hello Shreyash. So the first question on your screen, Satish ranks 9th from the top and 38th from the bottom in the class. Easy question to start with. How many students are there in the class? Good evening everyone. Okay Ritika, this is your first day, no problem. So if you have missed some previous lectures in this series, make sure that you will attend, make sure that you will watch all those sessions. All right, okay. So what will be the answer for this question? So question says that Satish ranks 9th from the top and 38th from the bottom in a class. How many students are there in the class? All right, now if I look at Satish, now the rank of Satish is 9th from the top. So that means there will be 8 more students at the top of Satish. So before Satish, there will be 8 students because his rank from the top is 9th. Now similarly, his rank from the bottom is 38. So after Satish, there will be another another 37 students who will be there at the bottom. Okay, so 9th rank from the top, that means there will be 8 more students before Satish, and 38th rank from the bottom, that means there will be 37 more students after Satish. Okay, so including Satish, what will be the number of students in the in this class? So it will be 8 plus 37 plus 1. All right, so 8 plus 37 will be 45, plus 1 will be 46. So the correct answer for this question, yes, a lot of students have given Mosam Shreyash, Sneha, Mudranki, Ritika. Lovely, lovely. All of you have given a correct answer. Now, some of you have given an incorrect answer. Please have a look at your answer. So the correct answer will be option B. That is 46 students will be there in this class. All right. So that was an easy question to start with. Let's move on to question number 2. Now, question number 2. In a row of girls, all of them facing north, Rakhi is 10th to the left of Poonam. Poonam is 21st from the right end. If Monica, who is 17th from the left end, is 4th to the left or to the right of Rakhi, then how many girls are there in this row? So, like a similar question, but definitely on a higher level of difficulty as compared to the first question. Yes, let's see how many of you can carefully solve this question and give me a correct answer. Yes, any answer for this one? Try to solve this very carefully. There are so many people who are involved in this row, and you'll have to keep moving from left to right or right to left in order to determine the positions and the number of girls who are sitting in this row. So please be very careful. All right, Shreyash has given one answer. Nice. So 44, option B. Any other answer? Don't get confused in these movements from the left hand, from the left end or from the right end. Let's have a look at a proper way of doing this question. Now, question says that in a row of girls, all of them facing north, Rakhi is 10th to the left of Poonam. So if Poonam is sitting here, Rakhi is 10th to the left of Poonam. Okay, so if Rakhi is here, then what will be the number of girls who will be sitting between Poonam and Rakhi? So since Rakhi is 10th to the left of Poonam, so there will be other 9 girls who will be sitting between Poonam and Rakhi. All right. Now further the question says that Poonam is 21st from the right end. Now the rank of Poonam or the position of Poonam is 21st from the right end. So I can say that there will be 20 more girls who will be sitting to the right of Poonam. All right. So up till this point, we have decoded all the information. Now let's go further. Now if Monica is 17th from the left end. I'll leave this statement for the time being. If Monica, who is 17th from the left end, is 4th to the right of Rakhi. Now, Monica is 4th to the right of Rakhi. So that means Monica is placed somewhere between Poonam and Rakhi. Okay. So I'll put Monica now. Now, in total, there are 9 girls sitting between Rakhi and Poonam, such that Monica is 4th to the right of Rakhi. So let's place Monica here. Now, Monica is 4th to the right of Rakhi. That means there will be 3 girls who will be sitting between Rakhi and Monica. Since Monica is 4th to the right of Rakhi. Now a total of 9 girls were sitting between Rakhi and Poonam. So number of girls who will be sitting between Monica and Poonam will be 9 minus 4, that is 5. So there will be another 5 girls who will be sitting between Monica and Poonam. That will make 5 plus 1 6 and 3 9. 9 girls in total sitting between Rakhi and Poonam. All right. Am I clear up till this point? All of you must be clear. So I'm getting different answers for this one. 44, 43, 44, 43. A lot of you are giving me different answers. So let's see what will be the right answer. Now, since I know the position of Monica now, who is 17th from the left end? So I can say that on the left side of Monica, there should be another 16 girls. Okay, I've copied Monica here. So on the left of Monica, there should be another 16 girls. Now let's count the total number of girls on the right hand side of Monica. Now right hand side of Monica, 20 plus 1 plus 5. A total of 26 girls are there on the right hand side of Monica. So now using this, you can find out the total number of girls who are sitting in this row. Okay, so 16 and 26 is 42 plus 1 Monica, that is 43. So the correct answer will be option C, that is 43 girls. Okay, now some of you are correct, but some of you who have given a different answer, I hope they have understood the mistake that they have committed. Okay, so uh, please try to make a proper figure that the way I have done. I have placed all these girls properly, making a proper count of, keeping a proper count of number of girls who are sitting between any two of the girls. Okay, so yes, correct answer for this one is option C. Let's move on to next question, question number 3. A similar one. Try not to commit the same error that you have committed for the previous question. So question number 3, in a row of children, Deepti is 9th from the left, Karthik is 13th from the right. If they interchange their places, then Deepti becomes 17th from the left end. Find the new position of Karthik from the right end of the row. A simple one. This is an easier one as compared to the previous question. Read the question carefully, read the last line of the question carefully. You have to find out the new position of Karthik from the right end of the row. Yes, Mudranki, exactly. So Mudranki, I have mentioned in my previous sessions as well. Whenever I'm taking any type of questions, I try to match the level of difficulty of the actual examination. Okay. Now, some of the questions that I have taken or I will be taking, some of these questions might belong to the actual previous year papers of these examinations. Okay. So yes, the level of difficulty, you will see a similar level. There are easier questions, there are difficult questions as well. So I will keep a mix of the level of difficulty. All right. Okay, so over to all of you. Please put the answer for this one. Okay, so Mosam says option B, that is 27th will be the new position of Karthik from the right end of the row. Now let's begin with this. In a row of children, Deepti is 9th from the left. So I'll put Deepti here, who is 9th from the left. So there will be 8 children on the left hand side of Deepti. And Karthik is 13th from the right. So Karthik, who is 13th from the right. So there will be 12 more students on the right of Karthik. Okay. Now, if they interchange their places, if Karthik comes here and Deepti comes here, so obviously on the left of Karthik, there will be 8 children and on the right of Deepti, there will be 12. So if they interchange their places, then Deepti becomes 17th from the left end. So rank of Deepti from the left end now will become 17. All right. Am I clear? So that means there should be 16 children who should be sitting on the left of Deepti in the new position. All right. So that will give you the total count of number of students. In case, let's say you'll have to find out the total number of students, you can do that. So total number of students, you can keep Deepti as the reference. So total number of students here will be 16 plus 12 on left and right of Deepti. That is 28 plus Deepti itself. So 29 will be the number of students or number of children who are sitting in this row. But we don't have to find the total number of children. We have to find out the new position of Karthik from the right end of the row. Okay, so this is the new position of Karthik. Now, if out of 29, 8 are sitting on the left of Karthik. So 1 is Karthik, so 9 people are gone. So on the right hand side of Karthik, there will be 20 who will be sitting. So from the right end of the row, the rank of Karthik will be 20 are already sitting on the right hand side. So 20 plus 1, 21 will be the rank of Karthik from the right end of the row. So the correct answer for this question should not be 27 but 29. I hope all of you are understanding the way I am dealing with these questions. Okay, these are some easy set of questions and you cannot commit mistake in getting the answer for these ones. Okay, so please deal with these questions properly and don't commit the mistakes that you are committing right now. Now let's move ahead and look at the next question. Good evening, Tripti. Arin, hello. So let's move on to question number 4. The answer for this one was option C. So question number 4 on your screen now. Another question of the similar type. Now a lot of you are committing mistake. This time try not to do that. So Aman is 16th from the left end of a row of boys and Vivek is 18th from the right end. Hemant is 11th from Aman towards the right end and 3rd from Vivek towards the right end. How many boys are there in the row? Now deal with each and every statement individually. Okay, don't commit an error. You have plenty of time. I'll start the discussion after 1 minute. Now once 2023 के लिए batch starting somewhere around 15th of June. Okay, so you can talk to our counselor and you can fetch the other relevant information from them. Now, please be slow, please be patient and deal with each and every statement individually. Don't commit any mistake. No, Mausam. We'll be changing the type of questions. Obviously, we cannot be looking at similar type of questions in the entire session. As I mentioned, we'll be we'll be taking on input-output type of questions as well, input-output sequences. Okay, so let's start with this. Aman is 16th from the left end and Vivek is 18th from the right end. So Aman is 16th from the left end, and that means there will be 15 more students, 15 more boys on the left of Aman. And for Vivek, there are like its rank is 18th from the right end, so there will be 17 more students on the right of Vivek. Now Hemant is 11th from Aman towards the right end. Now Hemant is 11th on the right hand side towards the right hand of Aman. Okay, and his rank is 11th from Aman. Okay, so if I'll place Hemant somewhere here in the middle of Vivek and Aman, so I can say that there should be 10 people, 10 boys between Hemant and Aman. But it is also given that Hemant is 3rd from Vivek towards right end. Okay, so what I will do is I'll put Hemant on the right hand side of Vivek. I know that there should be 17 boys on the right hand side of Vivek. So first of all, let's put Hemant here. So Hemant, who is 3rd from Vivek towards right end. So Hemant is kept here, and since he's 3rd, so there will be 2 more boys between Vivek and Hemant. This is the first thing, important. Okay, so Hemant is 3rd from Vivek towards the right end. So Between Hemant and Vivek, there are two people, and Hemant is on the right hand side of Vivek because Hemant is towards the right end of the row. Okay. Now let's compare Hemant's position from the position of Aman. So Hemant is 11th from Aman towards the right end. So Hemant is 11th. So that means there should be 10 people between Aman and Hemant. 3 are already mentioned. So I'll put 7 more. All right. Okay, this is done. Now finally, a total of 17 persons were there on the right hand side of Vivek. Okay. So how many boys are there in the row? So Aman, there are 15 people. Then 7 people, Vivek, and Vivek के right hand side में 17 people. I'm not considering these, okay, because I already know that on the right hand side of Vivek there are 17 people. So now you can add these people. 15 plus 17 is 32. 32 plus 7 is 39, and then Aman and Vivek will make it 41. So the total number of boys in this row will be 41. And yes, plenty of you now have given the correct answer. Now, people who have given different answers, I hope they have understood the mistake that they have done. Okay. Am I clear? Yes or no? All of you. All right. So let's move on to the next question, the next type of question that some of you are asking for. Now, an easy type of question. So question number 5 on your screen now will give you not more than a minute to find the answer for this one. Now what you have to do is you just have to replace the arithmetic operators and then apply BODMAS and find the answer for this expression. Now if I'll start with the replacement very carefully, so 175 minus means divide 25, then divide means plus, so plus 5, plus means multiply, multiply 20, multiply means minus, minus 3, and plus means multiply, so multiply 10. So this will be the expression. Mudranki, minimum time ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, but I would say that since we have 40 questions in the logical reasoning section and we are given 40 minutes, so on an average try not to spend more than 1 minute on every question. Okay. All right, now applying BODMAS, first of all I'll solve this part. 175 divided by 25. So once okay, so I've started getting the answers. So Shreyas and Mosam have given the same answer. Okay, so 175 divided by 25, this will come out to be 7 plus 5. So directly इसको solve कर लेते हैं. So 5 into 20 is 100, and then इसको solve कर लेते हैं minus 30. So 100 plus 7 is 107. 107 minus 30 will be equal to 77. So yes, 77 is the correct answer for this one. So correct answer is option B, which is correctly given by Shreyash, Mosam, Aran, Purvanshu, Mudranki, Rishabh, Neetu. All of you have given a correct answer. All right, great. So the correct answer here is option B. Let's move on to next question, question number 6 of similar type. Please be careful with the brackets that are used here. So again, a similar type of question in front of you. Should not be taking a lot of time in finding the final answer for this one. All right, good. I've already started receiving some of the answers. On this one, should not be a very difficult one to solve for all of you. I will just look at one thing. Now look at the options. Infinity and 0 are among the options. Generally we don't see such type of options, but we have. And in the expression we can see a 0 as well. Okay. Now it is preceded by a divide sign, and divide means multiply. Okay. So once I will solve this bracket, after that there is a divide sign which means multiply. So multiplied by 0. Now whatever is there in the bracket, it will be multiplied by 0, making the entire answer as 0. Okay, Mudranki, careful. Please read the symbols carefully. So divide का मतलब क्या है? Divide means multiplied by. So it will be multiply, not divide here. So multiply by 0, the entire expression will become 0, and the correct answer will be option C. So that one was a very simple question. Good afternoon, Kajal. Okay, so correct answer here is option C, that is 0. Let's move on to question number 7 with this. Now, the type of question that you can see now, in this case, what we have to do is we have to go by the options only. So there is no other way, because we have to check which of the following statements is correct. So we'll have to check all these options individually. So check it and tell me which of the options is correct. Do a proper replacement of these arithmetic operators and don't commit any error in this. Now, sometimes we can be lucky if the answer is among the first two options. Otherwise, we'll end up spending a lot of time on such questions. Yes, any answer for this one? Just have to check which of these expressions is correct as per the above replacement of arithmetic operators. All right. Purvanshu says option A is correct. So that means we are lucky in this case if option A is correct. So let us check this expression. So it is 8. Divide stands for plus. So plus 10. Minus stands for multiply. So multiply 3. Plus stands for divide. So divide by 5. And multiply stands for minus. So minus 6. Okay. And is equal to 8. So let's see if this expression will become 8 or not. So 8 plus 10 as it is, multiplied by 3 divided by 5. So 3 divided by 5, it's totally up to you if you want to write it in terms of decimals or in terms of fractions. I'll write it in terms of fractions. 3 upon 5 minus 6. Now I'll solve this multiplication part. So 10 divided by 5 will become 2. So ye cancel out ho jayenge, and then here I'll get 6. So 8 plus 6 minus 6. And yes, this is equal to 8. So on the right hand side we had 8. So yes, we are lucky, and the correct answer is option A. So Pirushi, answer is option A, not option C. Okay, so option A, the first statement, is absolutely correct. Though it might be possible that you will end up spending a lot of time in such a question. Okay, so what I'll do is at the beginning of this examination, like for the first few minutes when I'm looking at some of the easier questions and some of the questions which will save a lot of time, so I'll not enter these questions because these questions are a gamble. Okay, अगर option D correct होता है यहाँ पे, so we'll have to go through option A, B and C, and then we'll be able to get the answer. So for the time being, at the beginning of the paper, I might leave such questions because chances हैं कि यहाँ पे ज़्यादा time लग सकता है, and towards the end of the question, I will come back to this question and will attempt it. Okay, सही है. Let's move on to next question. Uh, Correct answer was option A. All right. Now, next question, question number 8, 9, and 10 will be a set of questions based on input output sequences. Okay, so based on input output sequences, this will be a type of question. So 8, 9, and 10, just study this input output machine and try to find out what is basically happening in this case. Take your time, I'll give you a minute. All of you, please observe each and every step what is actually happening here. Now I have intentionally taken a difficult example. Okay, so please try to understand what is actually happening in this machine. So a number arrangement machine will give, when given a particular input, rearranges it following a particular rule. So we have to determine what rule is it following. Illustrations of the input and the steps are given below. So read and understand these steps. Anybody who could understand what is happening here, please write yes in the chat box. Come on, do that. Okay, Mudranki, good, good. So Mudranki has found the logic. So you can write briefly whatever you have determined, whatever you think, please write it briefly in the chat box. Okay, now let's have a discussion on this. Now what we generally do in these type of question is we'll find out the answer to two of the questions in our mind. What actually is happening in this machine? Basically, what is the agenda? What is the process that this machine is following? Okay, so what is the final outcome of this type of machine? Okay, so this is first thing that we have to find the answer for what is happening in this machine. Okay, now second thing is how that particular output is achieved by this machine. So what and how, these are the two questions that you need to answer yourself. Okay, so first thing is, let's have a look at what is happening here. Now generally, if you want to determine what has happened here, it can be determined just by looking at the last step, which is the final output. Okay, so last step ko observe karoge to most of the times pata lag jata hai. So generally, like in general, the type of machines that we see are in arranging a given set of numbers in increasing order or in decreasing order. Generally ये चीज follow होती है. But as you can observe here, as you can observe here, the numbers are not arranged in ascending or descending order. No, they are not. Something else has happened. Okay, now I am writing what has happened in this case. Okay, okay, so Shreyash, you are saying, sir, middle four terms are the link. All right, Mudranki, last second position is being changed from its corresponding. Okay, but Mudranki, every time this is not happening, right? Every time this is not happening. Okay, so let us see what is the basic agenda of this machine. I'm writing something. Now in the last step, just look at the sum of the digits of each and every number. So here sum of the digits is 8. Next, the sum of digits is 10, 11, 13, 15, 22, 23. Okay, so I have written the sum of the digits for every number, for every 3-digit number that is used here. Can I say that this machine has arranged all these numbers, all the inputs according to the increasing order of the sum of the digits? Okay, I told you I have taken a difficult one. Okay, so this can be the level of difficulty that we can see in our examination. Yes, so हमेशा हर कोई question easy नहीं होता, ठीक है? There are some difficult questions that we might see in our examinations. Okay, all right. So we have seen what this machine has done. Okay, now let's see how this machine will operate on the input to obtain the desirable output. Okay, now first of all, I'll write all these numbers, I'll convert all these numbers in terms of the sum of their digits. Okay, so let's do that. So I'll write everywhere the sum of the digits. So first of all, to start with 2, 4, 5, so it will be 11. So 11 is the sum of the digits. All right, 11 is the sum of the digits. Okay, next it is 10. Next it is 13, 15, because sum of the digits is required, so that is why I'm writing sum of the digits. That's it. Okay, so 15, then 22, then 8, and finally 23. Okay, now what they have done is, first of all, they have brought the smallest number out of these numbers. So 8 को सबसे पहले आगे लेके आ गए. Okay, and then in order to create a space for 8, two possibilities might arise. Okay, 8 के लिए अब space बनाना है, right? 8 के लिए मुझे space बनाना है. So what can be done? या तो क्या होगा, if 8 is brought at the first position, all the other numbers will shift towards right hand side. This is called shifting. Another thing may happen, 8 has come in place of 11 and 11 will go and will take the place of 8. That is called swapping. So two things may happen at this point, shifting or swapping. Now what has happened here? 710 has come to the first place here and 245 has gone to the place of 710 here. So that means swapping has happened in this case. Okay, instead of shifting, swapping has happened. Okay, so 8 कहां चला गया? 11 की पोजीशन पे चला गया, 11 8 की पोजीशन पे आ गया, and rest all the sum of the digits are same. Okay, so now 8 has come at its place. Now in this case 8 के बाद 10 भी अपनी पोजीशन पे आ गया, because 10 is the next higher value. So in the agenda now we'll have to interchange these two. 11 should come at the front. So 8 and 10 are at their places. First two numbers are already at their places. So now let us interchange 11 and 13. So 11, 15, 22, 13 and 23. All right. So 8, 10 and 11 are arranged now. The next higher value is 13. So we'll interchange 13 and 15. So 8, 10, 11 as it is. 13 will come here, 15 will go at the place of 13. 22 and 23 will remain as it is. Now 8, 10, 11, 13 are arranged now. Next higher value is 15. Okay, so 8, 10, 11, 13 as it is. 15 and 22 will interchange. So 15 and 22 and then 23 as it is. Now you can see that all of them are automatically arranged in the increasing order. So we will stop. So whenever we'll achieve our desirable result, we will stop at that moment. Okay, all right. So yes, Ritika, don't worry, you have understood what has happened, but I was explaining it to other students as well. All right, so I hope all of you have understood what we have to do. So first of all, two things need to be answered: what this machine has done and how this machine has done. Now, what this machine has done, this machine has arranged the input in the ascending order of the sum of the digits. How this machine has done that? By the method of swapping. All right. Okay. Now let's move on to the questions one by one. So question number 8 on your screen now. If the input is given as, so input is given, which of the following steps will be the mentioned step? Okay, so the input is given and we have to reach up to this particular step and we have to determine which numbered step is this one. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll write the input in terms of sum of the digits. That will become easier for us. So 655, so the sum of the digits here is 16, then 436, it will be 13, then 17, then 25, 23, 14 and 9. Okay, I need the required input, required step as, so I'll write the sum of the digits of the required step also. So 9 यहाँ पे ही लिख देते हैं ऊपर, 9, 13, 14, 16, 23, 17 and 25. This is what I require. So let's start with this. Step number 1, 9 will come in front and 16 will go at the end. So 9 and 16, the other numbers will remain same. Okay, now comparing, no, we haven't achieved the result. So 9 is placed. Next higher number is 13, it is automatically placed. So next I'll operate on these two numbers. So 14 will come in front and 17 will go at the place of 14. So 9, 13, 14, 25, 23, 17 and 16. Okay, let's match. No, I have not achieved the desired result. So it will take one more step. So 9, 13 and 14 are already arranged. Next smaller number is 16. So 16 and 25 will interchange their places. Okay. Great. So 9, 13, 14, 16 and 25 को interchange कर लेते हैं. तो 16 will come in front, 25 will go at the end and 23 and 17 as it is. Now you can match that. This particular step matches with the required step in the question. Okay, so that means this particular sequence is the third step. Okay, yes, so Ritika has given the answer, Mudranki and Shreyash, all three of you are absolutely correct. So the correct answer here is the third step. Okay, so option A is correct for this one. All right, let's take one more question of the similar type. How many steps will be required to get the final output from the following input? Number of steps that are required. So let's write the sum of the digits here. 13, 14, 10, 21, 11, 6 and 20. I want the final output, so that means all these numbers should be arranged in increasing order. So first of all, I'll bring 6 forward. Okay, so 6 और 13 आपस में interchange हो जाएंगे. So I can remove from here 6 and 13. Okay, थोड़ा सा time save करने की कोशिश करते हैं. Next smaller value is 10. Next smaller value is 10. So 10 and 14 will interchange their places. Rest all of them will remain same. So instead of 14, 10 आ जाएगा और यहाँ पे 14 आ जाएगा. Right? Now, next smaller number. So 6 and 10 are already arranged. Next smaller number is 11. So 14 and 11 will interchange their place. So instead of 14, I'll get 11 and 11 की जगह 14 आ जाएगा. Okay, so now these three numbers are arranged. All right, so till now we have done 3 steps. Please keep count of the steps that we are using. Now next smaller number is 13. So 13 and 21 will interchange their places. Okay, so 13 will come here and 21 will go here. So one more step has been done. So total 4 steps are used. So now 6, 10, 11, 13 and 14 are arranged. Now the last two numbers 20 and 21 will interchange and we will get the desirable output. So one more step. So total number of steps required will be 5. So see, I have not written each and every number. So I have saved some time and got the answer. So the answer here will be 5 steps, which is option B. And Ritika, Shreyash, Mudranki, again, 3 of you are absolutely correct. Okay. Now let's move on to the third question based on this. Step 3 for an input is given. What will be the first step for the same input? So step 3 is given and you will have to come to step number 1. That means you'll have to do backtracking in this case. Now, just for your information, since in these questions we are arranging the numbers in ascending order or maybe descending order, so you can go from any step to the next step, but backtracking cannot happen in this case. Okay, backtracking cannot happen because you'll not be able to find out the position of these numbers in one step before a given step. Okay, so the answer for these type of questions is always cannot be determined, because in this case you cannot backtrack, you cannot go back to like the previous step. If I'll tell you that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, this is the last step, then you'll have to tell me what was the step before this. So you never know कि इससे पहले वाले स्टेप में कौन से वाले दो नंबर्स अरेंज नहीं थे, right? So I can say that the step before this can be 2 1 3 4 5 6 7, all of them were arranged, only these two were not arranged, and in a single step they were arranged. Okay, so in such a case you cannot backtrack, so the answer here will be cannot be determined. All right, this happens every time whenever you cannot backtrack in these type of questions. Okay, all right, now let's move on to the next type of question. Question number 11 in front of you. Question number 11. Now, how many fives that are immediately preceded by 7 and immediately followed by 6 are in the following number sequences? Now, this type of questions, though they are very easy, but they require a good amount of concentration. You need to focus on the number sequence that is given to you. Okay, because it is very easy to give an incorrect answer in such questions. हम क्या करते हैं, छोटी सी गलती कर देते हैं, and instead of 1 we count 2, instead of 2 we count 3, and so on. So you have to be very careful in these type of questions. Okay. So maintain your calm, check the entire sequence. First of all, understand the question, what they are saying. So how many fives are immediately preceded by 7 and immediately followed by 6? So how many fives? First of all, you'll have to count out number of fives which are preceded. Preceded का मतलब इससे पहले होना चाहिए 7. So immediately preceded means immediately इससे पहले 7 होना चाहिए, and followed by 6, immediately followed by 6, so immediately इसके बाद 6 होना चाहिए. So 7 5 6 ये particular sequence बनना चाहिए. So let's count how many times they are. So 5 7 5 6, no, not here as well, not here. Yes, I can see 1 7 5 6, and not here as well. So yes, there is only one instance when this has happened. So Ritika, Mudranki, Shreyash, yes, 7 5 6, all of you are absolutely correct. So correct answer will be option A for this one. As you can see, there is only one instance when this has happened. Okay. Let's take a similar question. So a particular sequence of alphanumeric and symbols are given. Which of the following which of the following symbol or alphabet or number, which of the following is the 7th to the right of the 18th from the right end of the row? Yes, any answer to this one? Okay, all right, let's check this out. An arrangement is given to you. You have to find out the 7th to the right of 18th from the right end. So 18th from the right end, fine. And let's say this is 18th from the right end. Okay, 18th from the right end. And we have to go 7 to the right of this. 7 to the right of this. So मैं इसमें से -7 कर दूंगा because I'm starting from right hand side and I have to go further 7 steps towards right. So 18 minus 7 will be 11. So that means we are looking at the 11th symbol from the right hand side. 11th symbol from the right hand side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11th symbol from the right hand side is dollar. So option D, that is dollar, will be the correct answer for this one. Now Shubhra, Shelly, Purvanshu, Ritika, Mudranki, all of you have given a correct answer. Pirushi, I hope you have understood why A will not be the answer. So 18th it was already, we have to go 7 rightwards, so -7 कर देंगे. Okay, so 18th हम ऐसे भी चेक कर लेते हैं. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18th from the right end is this one. Now we have to go 7th to the right of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So again the answer is dollar only. I hope you have understood this one. All right. Okay, great. So friends, that is all from my side for the day. Now this is the schedule for upcoming sessions for all of you, starting from 13th up till 17th. So next 5 sessions. So you can note down the schedule. Now, today it was logical reasoning score maximizer part number 2. So part number 3 will be conducted on 15th of June. So part number 3 of this session. And tomorrow you can meet me to ace your algebra. We have already seen one of the sessions on algebra earlier taken by me. Okay, that was session number 1. Tomorrow another session on algebra will be conducted. Okay, so we'll see you once again, all of you. All right. So this is one important piece of information for all of you. Don't forget to join us for IPMAT Rohtak 2022 first impression and detailed analysis on 26th of June. That is the date of this examination. Also IPMAT Indore 2022, again first impression and detailed analysis on 2nd of July. So we'll be live in front of you with the detailed analysis of the entire paper on 26th of June for Rohtak and 2nd of July for Indore. Right? So friends, you can subscribe our channel on the YouTube. Press the bell icon once you have subscribed. Follow us on Insta, like us on Facebook, join our Telegram group, and download the app from Google Play. That's it from my side, my dear friends. Thank you so much. It was wonderful having all of you here. We'll see you once again. Have a good day. Bye-bye.